welcome to EverQuest 2 Insider, episode number 2. Woo! We made it to number 2. They let us continue on with it, so hopefully we keep making you guys happy. So let's talk about EverQuest 2. What's been going on recently?
What's been going on recently? Well, obviously our producer's not here, so I guess I'm taking over for Windstalker.
Holly is not here, so we've taken Akil, and he's he knocked her out. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I didn't do that. No. So what has been going on recently? Kyle?
I like how he's like just tossing it over to Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle's on the
weekly updates. We put in, oh my God,
so many things.
The problem is we work 3 months ahead of what everyone's seeing. So at this point,
we pay attention to what we're doing and what's coming, and that's what just went out. Let's see. We just did the.
Well, you guys had some
Dread Scales Maw, the new raid.
Yeah.
That we showed off a little bit.
High Keep contested was last month.
Yeah, and it's mostly it's what we're working on and what's coming up next is what the team is focused on currently.
All right, you willing to give us any FYIs other than?
We're working on Deathtoll, Fabled Deathtoll.
We're going to show off a little bit today.
We're working on a big event for July that will remain nameless at this point, and we have a cool challenge duo coming out sometime in August. Lore and Legends for Erican sometime between now and I think July 15th or something like that.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff planned. I get to see the calendar up until like next year.
There's quite a lot of stuff, yeah.
Yeah, chock full of goodness.
And pretty much everyone here you guys have seen before, other than Jason.
You might have seen me before, just not here.
I've been here on EQ2 Insider.
Yes.
So maybe you might want to introduce yourself, say who you are, what you do.
I'm Jason Warner, game designer on EverQuest 2. Fireflight, if you're familiar with my
We made him
forum
join
names.
the Twitterverse too.
Yes, yes.
He got like 1 million email updates whenever everyone was retweeting this.
They certainly like to send you a lot of emails if you haven't edited your settings on that. So that was a little crazy. I was like, oh no, it's filling up.
And then we also have Nathan, who's going to be running through dev picks and a couple other different things today. So he's with us once more. And you guys have seen Kyle and Akil last time, so hopefully we can keep them on. Maybe we'll see them again. Kyle's going to be watching the chat, so if you do have questions, toss them in chat, and he'll try to grab them whenever he sees them. And
Are we still doing the question thing?
Oh yeah, we're doing a rapid fire Q&A. That'll be later in this episode, so be sure to prepare your questions for that. I do have some that you guys have sent me either on Twitter, Facebook, or on the forums, so I'll try to put those in between some other ones, but I didn't get a lot. So some of them I'm just going to make up on the fly, like cake or pie. And they can always pass if they can't answer it, so that'll make it easy. We'll see how it goes. But I do want to, before we go any further, I want to bring up our contest winners for last month. So every month we're doing a new contest, and this month, or well, last month, we did a draconic themed contest. And you guys submitted a bunch of different photos for us, and we did a vote. We had everyone in marketing, QA, CS, your whole dev team, everybody went and voted, and these are the top 3 that got voted as winners, and I've already emailed the winners. So this first one, I believe, if they put these in the proper order, we have, this is from Iron Rose, it's called Dragons. Oh, this is actually not Iron Rose. This one is, yes, oh wait, no, this is right. So this is from Iron Rose, this is Dragon's Precious Young, and it's called a dragon, she notes her description as a dragon's lair with their young and the treasures they have gathered from Norath. And I thought this was actually a really good one, so I'm glad people voted it up.
Cool.
It was really cool. I like the lava theme and all of that. I could see a dragon and her little young ones live in there.
It's the Lava Storm Prestige Home.
And then our next one is Graceland Girl, and hers is titled Nagafin's Fiery Red Room, and the description is Nagafin's Fiery Red Room, home to Dragon Lords Guild members. And so this is their guild hall, I'm guessing.
Lots of particles. I like this one. Real red.
Yes, they waited for that moment.
Yeah.
And then we have our final winner, which is Warlockia, and we're all trying to assume if you're a druid or what class you are. Says dragons of all types, kindred spirits, guild hall, trophy case. And this was another one that was voted.
That is a cool trophy case.
Yeah. So really good job. Thank you all for submitting your photos. We had so many submissions, so I'm probably going to take all of those and collage them into some kind of little slideshow so that we can have that for the future. And probably share them out on social media. Actually, maybe I'll just make an album so you guys can see all the submissions in the future. And we're going to be starting up our next one. We're not going to be starting it up today. Normally we start them right when we do our live stream. We're going to be starting it up on the 10th because you guys are going to be putting out some marketplace items that are going to help with it as well. And it's going to be all summer themed. And so we're going to have some really cool summer themed items that will come out that you can also help decorate with. And we didn't want to like have the contest before and then everybody would be like, oh, but I submitted my photo before these cool items were out and I could have used them in my photo. So hopefully you guys can submit some really rad photos, and they're not going to just be for housing decor. So it will be, you can go anywhere in the world and take a really awesome screenshot, and it's going to all be about the creativity, the title that you pick out, the description, and like if you get your whole guild together and you have like a summer party, it would be a really cool submission, I think. And it'll be something that not just crafters and housing decorators will be able to submit. So I think that will be really neat. We're going to be giving away TOV Collector's Edition code as well. So if you're in chat, we're going to be picking out 3 random people, and we'll have Spencer over there do that really quick for us. Just grab some people in chat, 3 random people, and we'll have Kyle run over there and say the names of those people once they're he probably will walk gallantly over there, not run.
Both
we don't want
my
him to
legs
die.
are asleep.
And somehow his feet are asleep.
You forgot to tell them that their challenge today is to make Kyle smile,
yes.
since he'll be monitoring chat. Yeah.
Yes, your goal is to make Kyle over there smile. I don't know if they can put him on screen, but like, do what you can in chat to make him smile, because he needs to smile more. You know you will live longer if you smile and laugh, man. Look, he's already grinning. Now he's trying to hide his smile.
That really makes me not smile.
All right. And then we have our June promo that's going out. So
oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about the June promo. So it started on Tuesday, and the June promotion is a bonus. We're calling it our level up and gear up for the expansion. So we're activating bonus experience for members. What's that, 25% bonus experience for members?
Yeah.
Every day.
Every day, and we doubled all of the Edema rewards.
It's 4 times for all access members, and then free members are 2 times.
The Tears of Ishan in-game currency.
Yep. And you broke my stride. I was going. I had it all in my head, and now you knocked the next one out. So somebody give me a. What's next? What else
there's a discount on Tears of Ishan expansion. Heroic characters are on sale.
Yep.
And all this is for the entire month of June until July 8th.
Yeah, there you go. So it would be fun times. So definitely get in on that while that's available to everybody. And I put out an article with that information as well, so you guys can find that easily under EverQuest2.com/news if you want to figure out more information on that. If we didn't cover everything, hopefully we did.
Was all that.
And we have new loyalty items. So people actually have a lot of questions about the loyalty items, and I know I'm going to toss in some of those later, but I might as well put them out here right now, well, at least the first bit of it. I know that we're going to have like over 100 of them. Some of them aren't showing up properly in the marketplace right now, I think is what happened, right?
I don't think the marketplace loyalty items are live. I believe that's something that we're still developing. Did that go live?
No, it's live.
Yeah, live.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know it's
all the loyalty items are in the marketplace now.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I was like, I've seen them. They're there.
That went live.
There were just some minor issues, and there will be more in the future. And I know some of you guys wanted housing items and things like that. And yes, we'll make more stuff, and you will love it, hopefully. And if you don't, you will tell us, and then we will make more stuff that you love. That's how it goes. And so I want to bring up one more thing, which is the ethereal drops and the artifacts. And
yes, Delmon, these are my Ronald McDonald shoes.
Oh, that's awesome. So you guys want to talk a little bit about that at all?
Yeah. So we've had the loyalty, the ethereal items running for a month, and the current items are going to be running until probably about the middle or end of July.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do another set after that. We're
going to be doing ethereal weapons, elemental ethereal weapons for the summertime.
And I wanted to grab some photos.
And there will be artifact versions of the weapons also.
So you'll have some time to get out there and discover some of the ones that might not have been discovered on your particular servers.
And not all of them have been discovered yet, so...
I believe they've all been discovered now.
Holly was telling me that they weren't all discovered.
Yes, they've all been discovered now.
Okay.
But not on every server have they all
Not on
been
every
discovered.
server.
That's what it was.
There's about 15 artifacts in the world. of the figure 4 per server and how many servers we have. Do the math.
Do math. He's like, I'm not a mathematician. So yeah, if you guys want those, get in there. Try to find them now because they are going to be going away. Well, the ones until we put out a new set, and then that new set will take over, and you guys will all want those. And I think that'll be a fun little exploration trophy for everybody. And now we're going to be moving on to dev picks. And Nathan's been patiently waiting over there. He's like, please, please let me go. So what server are you on now? And I think we had all that information prepared as well.
So we're on the Butcher Block server. And right now I am in Meta's Enchanted Island Tours.
Ooh.
And Metamara is the owner on this.
Very cool.
And if you guys didn't know, you can submit your house to be in dev picks. We have a thread that's there, and if you go to the EverQuest 2 Insider section on the forums, it'll link straight to it as well, and other submission processes that you could, if you want to be on. I'm going to start taking guilds and all kinds of stuff, so be sure to submit.
Awesome. So when you first come in here and what you see, you're like, oh, okay, well, you know, this is the Hallis home that we had given away. I'm sorry, that we had made available. That's a player. So, but I noticed that there was a lot more trees here. There's been a lot more foliage added, and then you get over and you start seeing, oh yeah, there's some creatures over here. Hey, there's one of our holiday guys showing up. Yeah. Nice.
And if you want to hop in, we are on live servers, so you're welcome to join in and check it out.
Yep. So let's
follow us around as we creep on other people's houses.
Right. I don't have chat open, so no, I will not see or acknowledge anything you're doing, but, you know, at least, look, you're on camera. So, and this was just a quaint little, you know, like, oh, look, they've decorated quite a bit. This is looking good, little house.
Oh, and you wanted to talk a little bit about, there's an issue with the dev picks right now?
Yeah, I'll get to it.
Okay.
So,
he's like, yeah, I'll get to it.
Of course, though, that is never what really good house decorators stick to. They're like, no, I'm going to push the boundaries here. And so all of these outside islands have also been decorated up with themes.
I like the igloo, too. Can we go into it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. No animals were harmed in the making of this.
Oh. Puns are terrible. So let's go over to now the Wamain village. And this was what just, you know, the differences, the themes that were explored in this decorating is really what did it for me. It's like, okay, this person's really thinking about all of the different items that they've been getting and how they can bring it all into one. Whoop. Okay, I'm really
fly.
stuck.
Yeah, I was like, don't you have wings?
Cheating.
What is happening here?
Dev cheat. Okay.
Cheater.
So again, a lot more Wamain than. Whoop, whoop. Come over here.
That's cool.
Right? So
Yeah.
I think they're.
It's like a little shrine.
Yep.
See some ether near trees in there.
Uh-huh. Yep, ether near trees all in here as well. Oh, come on. Never mind.
That's a tough island.
Downside of being a tiny creature.
It is actually a downside. Yep.
Before you made everything look like they were giants. He was standing next to a boot and it was like 3 times his size. I was like, wow.
All right, so this is another one of the themes. You can see all sorts of the draconic items that were in Sky Shrine being used over here, but also mixed in with other things. And that's another bit of the talent that people show is they really see the opportunity in items that, you know, I wouldn't have paired together, but when they put them together, it really is pretty amazing. You get to see what other people's takes are. So, coming back to the main island.
Okay,
yeah,
you're going
yeah, and that gave you an idea. It's like how much was actually added in by the player. They added in so much to really put this, to put their own spin on it, which is exactly what we appreciate. All that time and energy put into that. This was the thing I wanted to keep for last, though. She has many other items, or he has a lot of other islands. So I definitely encourage people to go in there.
So we didn't even get to see all of them?
Nope.
Okay, so there's more people.
Oh, yeah. But then just this little basement, I was like, oh, that's snuggly. Instead of just being, you know, the cold and dank little basement. Yeah. I thought it was cute.
Cool.
But a really good
It's
job.
like, here, come to my dungeon.
Right,
and
right.
feast.
Hey, Ben,
I don't
cozy
know.
up.
I think
There
that there's something wrong with the food once you go down there. I don't know. If it's,
You
if
wouldn't
it's
trust
safe.
It sounds
I don't know
creepy
if I-
when you say it.
Sorry.
And Nathan was like, come, this is a nice little, let's look at the lighting, it's ambient. I'm like, okay, that's enough. Come to my dungeon.
Let's see. So you can see some of the other island themes that they've got going on. Othmere Dwarven and Griffin encampment, then the Poison Forest and the Siren Grotto. I'm just going to click over here to the Poison Forest real quick. I thought about that basement as last, and now I realize, I should go show off more islands.
Is the Othmere Island undead?
No,
Aw.
no, it is not.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, that's
That's
cool.
neat.
Right?
Yeah.
Good use of some of the Halloween or the Nights of the Dead objects.
Mm-hmm.
He's so tiny.
That's why he has to stand on the table.
Yep.
He's like, hey, lady, what's up?
but to even separate the foliage that we've offered all this through all many different, through all sorts of different content, we've got dead trees, and so they've really taken it and used them here as well. So now I'm going back to the entrance, and so now they will find their house listed in the dev picks for Butcher Block.
Okay.
And so now I'll give a little moment here to talk about the unfortunate issue with that while I go to the next person's house, which is that currently we can only choose your house to be a dev pick if you've already received Hall of Fame trophy status. If we don't, unfortunately, we found out last month that there is a bug. So we don't want to cause any more people to not get their Hall of Fame trophies. And that's unfortunately what had occurred last month. So we don't want that anymore.
Yeah. So we'll figure out, once we resolve that issue, then
Yeah.
we'll be able
Oh,
to do
definitely.
other ones. But
Yep.
you guys have submitted some really amazing houses that I've gotten to see, at
Heck
least through your
yeah.
photo submissions and stuff like that. Because we do have a process, like we said on the forums, if you want to be part of this. And it does require you to put a little photo in there so we can check it out prior to Nathan going in and actually seeking your house.
So here's another one. This one's definitely magically themed. This
Matches your wings.
So this is on Antonia Bale, and this one is entitled Magic Kingdom, and it's by Sarah Lindy. So, and you just immediately are like, okay, yeah, this is a lot of magical objects that are in here. They've got some things that were quite new from recently.
Nice.
Yeah.
Scale them
And
up huge.
and have done some pretty amazing stuff.
I love the small staircase.
Yeah.
Is that a single object, or were those placed individually?
Placed individually.
Yeah, someone took some time. And I've seen some bad staircases too, but that was a good one. These were good ones, so props to you for making good stairs. I've seen ones where I'm like, how am I supposed to jump up these?
Yeah.
Or they're like all uneven stairs.
So like some of these objects, turning the flowers on their side, making them into curtain rods.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very creative. And I don't even think that there was anything up here. I think this whole entire treehouse they built. This whole like platform and everything.
I'd come have a cup of tea with you at your treehouse.
As long as there were railings. I am not good with
He's like, I don't wanna
railings.
do that.
EverQuest 1
We have
telephone.
wings.
And so here I just said that, and now watch what I've got to walk across. Wispy clouds and patches of grass.
It's cool though.
It is really cool. Yep, yep. See, and so you get these themes going, these rooms with really
that's
cool
really
little
neat.
touches.
That is scary.
Yep. So they come down here. Bumper.
We've seen people do a lot of really neat stuff with like the clear.
Yeah, the clear tiles.
Yeah, the clear tiles.
Absolutely.
Owlbear sleigh is pretty
Oh,
cool.
real.
Isn't that cute? Yep. Using some items from Brew Day to use then as the reins.
Wow.
It's pretty sweet.
Sizing up all sorts of
I like the
objects.
sleigh.
Putting it
too.
on its side. Like,
Creative.
yeah.
Who's that guy? Is he like?
Well, he must be the sleigh driver.
Okay.
Maybe.
Once we get some
exhaust.
mannequins that you can actually change their races and appearances, I'm sure we'll get some really
Yeah, maybe he'll
awesome-
actually say something. All aboard. I don't know.
At least do some motion.
Yeah.
We can definitely have that in. So let's see. So now we're in a little cave system that they had built. Look at that. Adorable.
Oh my god, that's great.
Yeah.
By the way,
So they've done
that got Kyle smiling. Too bad that wasn't on camera. Dang it, Greg. Dang it. By the way, we have Greg Henninger back there doing our production. First timer. Awesomeness.
Oh, I was waiting for more to load in here. It's taking
I feel like you should
its
not go in that
time.
water. Like, she's a siren and bad things are going to happen.
No, she likes me. It's our
No,
purple.
she likes me.
Yeah, we've got purple in common here. So, let's go back to
Well,
the cave
okay.
entrance.
Well, so do I, so maybe I'll be okay too.
Was there anything more that I really wanted to show off on this house? This was just everywhere that I just kept going was like, oh, I'm finding more stuff. Oh, I'm finding more stuff. Yeah. These massive homes just are exactly that. They live up to their names. Look at that.
Yeah.
All sorts of stuff. So, yep, these are some of our amazing players that come up with these themes themselves and have a great time in doing that. You know,
What's he
showing
doing
off
in
the
there?
different items that they've found throughout the world, collecting them, putting them together, making houses out of bizarre objects. I've even stopped, like, trying to guess how players are going to use particular objects because it's like there's no way that I can even anticipate some of the ways that
Like
they
the one
are
place
going
that we
to.
went to last time, or maybe it was the first time we did our live stream and it didn't get recorded. There was a person who had books, so they used them for like everything, staircases,
Yeah.
all kinds of cool
Yep.
things, and it was just
Yep.
amazing.
So yeah,
Aw, little druid circle.
right? Yep. So it's just really cool. I really appreciate and can only be in awe of some of the houses that I've seen created because I can't do this.
Yeah, every time I've tried to do that, I give up after a bit because you have to collect so many items from like
Yeah.
different quests or you know trade with people, or it's pretty amazing that people.
And then you
Manage
see
to-
what other
Good
people
stuff.
do, and you're like, I can't do that.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
There's some
Yeah, a
major
lot of-
skill behind it.
It's
yes.
much easier when you've got design tools and you can
Yeah.
just pull any item out of the toolbox.
To think
and
of how
We got names, we
how-
got winners. He's
Yeah.
holding up. I don't know if you could read it yet. You're going to read them off to us. So here are our
Winners.
Tears of Vishan Collector's Edition code winners for. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so the winners for the Tears of Vishan Collector's Edition codes are Psychia, Psychiea,
Yay!
Lady Love 4, I'm assuming that's what it is, and Dawn Ripper. Dawn
right.
Fear the Ripper, Dawn.
And I will send you a message, a PM on Twitch after the show. So be prepared for that. I will hop on to Twitch after this because I'm going to upload this video too. And I will PM each of you guys a wonderful code, and then you can use it or give it to a friend, you know, if you already have it. So a lot of fun.
Yep.
And thank you again for, do we have one more Dev Picks? Or is,
No, just those two.
all right,
segment.
and we are moving on to, if you didn't know, we were just kind of talking about them a little bit, was the new actor NPCs. Did we come up with like an official name for these?
I think we're going with dressable NPC actors is what we're going to
That's
call
a long
them.
name.
It is, so we might NPC actors maybe.
I was like, how about animated mannequins?
well, mannequins are boring things. With
But you already
like,
have mannequins. These
right,
are
and
animated
mannequins are a
versions.
thing.
Can we
and
just
these
shorten
aren't
that
them.
name to Anna Mannequins?
Yes, yes, we can.
Yes. Oh man. So we're gonna be showing off these, and I think
Germanicans.
Akil will run us through them while wonderful Nathan here runs us through and shows us how awesome they are. And there'll be different races that people can have.
So actually, the way that these work is when you place one in the world, you'll be able to choose what race you want it to be. So instead of having to have one for every potential race, you can just drop one in the world, and it'll look like a blank mannequin, like this. And then you'll be able to choose what race it is through a context menu here.
Select race.
Yep.
And so you can see all of the player races that are available for you.
And then you pick a race, and the mannequin will change into it. Each mannequin, you can only choose the race a single time. So you just need to put a confirmation here after you select a race.
To make sure you're sure. Are
to
you
make sure you're sure you're sure. Yes.
Oh, and do you get to like?
And then you get to customize. And you can
Sweet.
customize as many times as you want. So even after you pick your race, the race of your dressable NPC actor mannequin, you can change the customizations, and you can change the face and the hair. You can even swap the gender at that point. And yeah, so Nathan is running through some of the customizations here.
And if you guys have questions, feel free to toss them in chat. Kyle will try to grab them as well, or if Kyle sees any
I like
already.
how familiar this is, though, to you, because you've already done the character create, and so you know what this is. You know what is all here. This is all very familiar to you.
And you can also load customizations from files. So if you've got a customization that you like your play character, you can save that customization. You can make a mannequin that looks like your play character if you want to.
Nice and easy, saving templates and just using those.
And then just like standard mannequins, you customize them and you can dress them with whatever it is you want to dress them with. And it works just like the standard mannequin UI, so the items are copied from your inventory onto the mannequin. And then what makes them special are the animations. They've got a pretty large suite of animations that you can set on them.
Oh. That's right here.
Yeah, and so let's try Boggle. I think that's right there.
Yeah, because she's wondering why she has candles on her head.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm gonna light something on fire. This is a bad idea.
And so yeah, she'll run that animation.
Yeah, and you see how quickly she's doing that.
Yeah.
And that's just on loop. So if you want an NPC to just run the animation over and over, you can do that.
Play action when approached.
Can they do multiple animations, or are
they can only do a single animation, but you can set them up so they only play the action when you approach them. So instead of just looping them over and over again, they'll just play the action when you get near about.
And can you have them say anything, or is it just an animation currently?
You can get them to say something also when you get close.
Sweet.
So if you want to have an NPC that greets people when they enter your house and gives them the name of your house, you can have them like play the wave animation and say, "Hello, welcome to my enchanted fairy forest," or whatever your house is called.
Now, Nathan?
Pardon me?
I said, are you trying to show that off now?
No, I'm just playing with it now.
I'm already envisioning people lining up a whole bunch of halflings and putting them on dance and having like a little river dance stage going on.
Oh, that would be cool. Or around a fire, like a little fire pit with a dance. That would be cool.
Yep.
You know what? The place that we saw last time in episode 1 of EverQuest 2 Insider, the one with like all the different merchant places. I think that would be really cool.
Sure, because these would be those merchants that would be within the tent.
Yeah.
Yep.
That would be neat.
So yeah, I can't wait to see what people do with these. We've got a decent amount of versatility, and can't wait to see how creative people get with putting these guys in their houses and
like that.
having them talk. And
Does he not have a head? What is happening there?
he's an
It's an
Ixar.
XR. They have very flat heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
And it's dark.
from far away, I'm kind of blind, so don't mind me. From far away, it looks like he has no head.
It's coloration. It's camouflage.
He's camouflage. He's definitely camouflage. Now they match, though.
No, they match.
He's making
Though
an army
I
of
could
them.
make that not
Candlemen?
happen, you know.
Do they just run around your house lighting? Well, this is not that kind of shit.
Are they getting these?
I think we're deciding right now. We're either going to have them in some way craftable or the loyalty merchant for loyalty points. And so it'll maybe both. Yeah, it'll be definitely one or both of those options.
Or you guys can also send us feedback too on the forums. Let us know. Or we have a thread specifically for EverQuest 2 Insider Episode 2. You can leave us some comments in the comment section below about what you think. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, in the comments, let us know. Definitely using some feedback, but I think those initial plans sound really cool.
Yep. So yeah, that's the dressable NPC actor mannequins animikins.
Are they Guildhall usable?
They are. I don't know if they are currently Guildhall usable, but if they are not, they will be shortly. So I intend for them to be Guildhall usable. I just can't remember if we did that.
Well, Akil, stop slacking.
I know.
Make it happen. What's going on here? No, but I definitely wanted to show those off. I thought those were really neat and something that people are going to be really excited about. I know a bunch of...
So many uses.
Yeah, and people who have been making houses have been asking for things like this for a long time.
Absolutely.
So hopefully this is something you enjoy. Give us some thumbs up for that. And we're going to be showing off one more thing over there that Nathan's going to show us. And it's a little sneak peek to something that if you're an EverQuest fan, you may, like if you've already hung out in EverQuest world, you've probably seen something similar to this. But well, I guess we'll wait till the reveal, then Akil can go on about it, right?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I didn't know what this was. So, yes. I'm like, what?
He's like,
what is
You
this?
threw to me? I'm not sure exactly what that's leading into. This is actually we're revealing one of the NPCs from, that's going to be featured in the expansion that we've got coming up that we've been talking about a little bit here. And this is the Ursarak. And that's the big entrance for the Ursarak.
Kyle, we need you to sing the song.
Spider bear does whatever a spider bear can.
So yeah, he's terrifying and cool and giant and creepy. So
Oh, he's sick.
yeah, so lots of fun
I'm going
animations
to give you
on
guys
him
a
as well.
thumbs up. I like him better than the Spider Bear in EQ.
Yeah,
I think he looks better.
same.
I think
But
he looks better though.
but yeah, so yeah, this
Show the
is
animation again, because I don't know if they got to see it. You're like, I don't know how to do that.
No, I do know how to do that, and now you're going to see a little behind the curtains because
It's a magical box that spawns
Yeah.
spider bears. Where can we get that in the marketplace?
go away. And now, reintroduce it is the only, because this is his spawning animation. So what I have to do is make him respawn. And because I'm in a certain zone, it doesn't want to do that naturally, so I have to cheat.
Cheater.
Cheater. Dev cheater. Wait, where is he? Where is he?
yeah. Animation there is a Tom Toby special.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Tom Toby's always doing silly things, but that looks
Silly,
sick.
cool, and sometimes sick.
I
Yeah.
love the like asynchronous eye blinkings and it's got lots of personality. It's cool.
Yeah.
A cool monster.
So is he going to be a boss or just like you're going to see a lot
You're
of
gonna
him?
have to wait and
Like
see
a
to find
boss.
out.
We're gonna
I'm
have
trying,
them
guys. I'm
crawling
trying.
all over
Yeah.
people's monitors.
You're going to be like in a cave, and all of a sudden they're just going to be flying out of the walls and out of the ceilings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Regular bears are no longer the #1 threat to Nora.
Oh, Trapper Colbert. Oh, now you've got an even bigger nightmare.
All right. And so thank you, Nathan, for showing off all these wonderful things, and all of the dev team for making wonderful things. And hopefully everyone in chat is pumped and excited about them. Now we're going to be moving into a rapid fire Q&A, and I'm going to steal that from Kyle so he can't cheat and look at all the questions. He's like sad. He's like, oh, I like looking at the chat. I want you guys to start queuing up your questions for them. It can be silly questions. It can be serious questions. I'm going to try to throw in some of the ones that you guys threw at us through the forums and Twitter and Facebook, and we will try to ask them as many as possible. You want to like go hang out with Kyle over there? Sit next to him?
Oh,
Yeah? Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Let's do this. We're going to have couch cam rapid fire.
All right. So are we?
You're welcome. You two are welcome to throw some questions at him too.
Are we?
Oh, I'd rather throw
I
answers.
thought you were about to say we could go sit on the couch with them.
How's this?
Whose lap am I sitting on?
Well, it's
done that
again
4
not that
times.
kind of show, but I'm going to start up a clock. Are you guys going to count how many? Can you do like a little counter?
So how is this working? Like we just like one of us will answer the question, and whoever answers it gets the point.
I'm gonna do. Well, we can either do. We can do it multiple different ways. We could do it where we ask a bunch of questions within the time period, and whoever answers them the fastest, or give one question to one person. If they don't. If they pass, then it goes to the
Yes,
next
no,
person.
maybe, no, yes, no, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes,
Whatever's easier for you.
ACD.
I was gonna do a timer.
Okay.
Okay,
Up,
you could do it
up,
like
down,
that. I thought
down,
we could
left,
put it up on the
right.
screen with the. Oh, you don't have a title? You could just bring a title up, man. It's XSplit. It's easy. Come on, what is this? We're in the 21st century. We can put it on the screen. It's okay. I guess we're going to be doing this behind the scenes of. So do you want to do one person at a time, or you guys wanted both? Just
You pick. You're the quiz. You're the show host.
we
Tell
do?
us what the
What should
game
we
is.
do?
I don't know. We
Throw
need
it out there. Let
buzzers.
him
What?
answer it.
just throw it. Okay, just
Okay.
throw them out there and then
Yep,
let them answer
quick-
it.
quick as possible.
You're going to tally them for us, Spencer.
That just means Akil's going to be answering them all.
No, that's
Alright.
not true because I'm going to make you answer
He's
some.
competitive.
So start asking your questions in chat. I'll be watching for them. I only see one so far, and then I'll go into here. And you guys, if you have one, feel free to toss it out too.
We're gonna switch
you can
spots because
All right, so ready? We are going now. Are those babies on the back of the spider bear?
No.
No,
Okay.
it's just part of the spider bear.
Has any guild obtained the new High Keep Guild Hall yet?
That's a good question.
That's a pass then.
Yes.
Cake or pie?
Pie.
pie.
Beer.
Sorry, I wanted to get on
No,
this
no
one.
answer. Are there any new prestige homes on the horizon?
Yes, always.
Are there any plans for any other style halls to be released?
Guild halls? Yeah.
Yeah.
Adornments such as we saw released yesterday were not really what most people expected, according to this person. This is opinions. Are there any plans for different sorts of items, such as weapons and house items, in the near future?
Yes.
guys actually
Weapons
just said
and
that.
house items.
Yes.
We just did dressable Animaniac or whatever they're called. Animacannons. Sorry.
Would you consider putting a bobble
pay
on the
$100
loyalty
to stay
or
there or
station
something.
cash market that allows city homes to make portals like Prestige Homes can?
We could consider it and look into it. The way I understand the system, I don't believe it is currently technically possible.
Yeah.
But yes, it's something we can consider. I don't know how it would work.
Come on, chat. What the heck? No questions? I'll just keep going with these. Racial armor. When will there be a set for all races on the station cash market?
Maybe eventually.
Do you have a question? Looked like you had a question.
No, not a question. Only additional comment of like,
Okay.
oh my god!
Yeah.
Do you know how long those things actually take the artists? Those
Okay.
are awesome when they come out.
Yeah, they take time.
Take
Yep.
quite a while.
With good things it takes time for good things to happen.
Yep.
When will we be seeing the new Fabled Deathtoll?
Next month.
Wow.
And it's a raid. Someone asked if it was group or raid. It's a raid.
Actually, you'll be seeing it in just a few minutes.
Oh.
Oh!
I think you guys get docked points for that because
You'll
we
be
answered
seeing
it for
it.
you.
You'll be seeing it in person next month.
There you go. There you go. That is the proper
July
answer. He gets it back.
18th or 24th or somewhere in between there.
Don't give them actual dates. That's rough, man. Now we're dedicated to it.
We're dedicated.
We already were.
Yeah.
I know, that's true. Next question. Will there be a crafting alternative to high keep tokens? We have an active guild of raiders, and even though all of this time we've managed barely 700 tokens, and we'd really like them.
We have talked about some alternatives, and you may see one. We are still discussing it. So we are aware of the concerns, and we're talking about solutions that we're happy and comfortable with.
Is the chat really quiet, or is it just not, like,
Yeah,
updating?
there's tons of questions.
Okay, because I'm not seeing any. Oh man. Do you have a microphone over there that you can just ask them? Because I feel bad.
I can tell.
Okay, tell them to me.
When will there be a class rebalance?
When will there be a class rebalance?
We do constant class balance. We do class balance with every expansion.
Class balance
So
is always.
It's a constant. We're
to.
always doing it.
we probably will not be doing anytime soon like a big, massive, total system overhaul to everything. If that's what you're talking
We
about.
won't ever be doing that, but yeah.
But tweaks are constant.
We do a lot of class balance with each expansion. We have time slated in the development cycle for each expansion to do class balance.
Okay.
What games are you playing currently?
What games are you playing currently?
EQ2, of course.
I'm also playing
a channeler.
Bravely Default, which I need to finish a second time because I got the wrong ending.
Wrong
The
ending.
wrong ending.
Any chance the Animakins will lead to player-made quests?
Ooh, any chance that Animakins will be leading to player-made questing?
That's like, can
me.
this tree grow into a dog?
So maybe not.
So it is nowhere along the path to player-made questing.
Yeah.
So if there is a chance that that may happen, the
would go
Animakins
through a
aren't
different
assigned to that at
Gotcha.
all.
Right.
All right. Any other good ones in
Will
chat?
you revamp lower-level zones?
Will you revamp lower-level zones?
We have an ongoing plan to do Fabled content, which is exactly that, revamps of lower level zones. We also have something planned for the future we might do with some other lower level zones that I can't give away.
But it is going to be awesome.
I'm getting the
it's
questions, by the
really
way, now.
it's really cool.
It's really cool.
And I can't wait until we can start talking to you about it because it'll make playing through some of those like mid to low levels awesome. So
Yes.
I want to know what this is.
yes, we'll tell you.
Why
Cool.
is Tom Toby hiding from me when I want duck mounts? I just have to because that's a funny question.
Because we tell him to.
Because we tell him.
That's a good answer.
Will there be more solo content coming soon?
Always, yes.
The expansion.
Come on. He's like jumping. Where will the gear scale overall for Fabled Deathtoll? I think he wants to know. Just
Fabled Deathtoll is going to be. It's going to start relatively entry level. Will probably be like Temple of Vishan, Sontalak-ish, and it will go up past Vulak.
Okay.
So there's 3 boss fights in there that are kind of for everyone-ish. There's a 4th that's going to be like Zlandikar plus, and then I was just working on it today, and now I forgot the dragon's name. What's his name? The dragon Terranax is going to be. We're planning. When I say planning, okay, we're planning on him being the hardest mob in game. So.
Plans does not mean that it will for sure certain be
As
that.
you have
Plans.
seen in the past.
Right.
Okay, old starting zones. Will they be coming back?
The Newbie Islands? No.
No.
Okay. I'm going to go back to
You're
some
gonna
of the ones on here.
see.
Yes.
Let's see. Is there anybody looking into never mind, that's not what I was looking at. Will Edema be used in the next expansion, or are we going to end up spending months grinding for another type of...
Edema will not be used in the next expansion, but we will make sure to put in stuff that you can use it for.
Okay.
So, and
Yeah,
it'll
like
also
the coin
it'll
merchant
also be
exchange.
added to the conversion, so you can convert it into trade skill stuff or. But we might actually have some entry level stuff that you can get for Edema. We haven't decided yet, but we're not going to have it be useless if that's the question.
But it's also not going to be the primary currency.
It will not be the primary currency for the expansion.
Okay, we have 1 more minute to ask questions. Last year it was hinted we'd see a big look at the old AA abilities that are outdated. Is this still on the cards?
I don't remember anyone ever having said that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, where's your sources, people?
Yeah. but like Kyle said, we do rebalance on that stuff all the time, and we do it during the expansion, and especially with a level cap increase,
Right.
abilities will get reevaluated as part of that.
We're doing a lot of really cool stuff with the level cap increase. Let's just say that.
Next question here is, are there plans to make ground mounts usable as an appearance model while riding a flying mount?
No.
because we do not want horses flying around with no wings.
I asked for you guys, just, peanut butter or jelly?
Peanut
Neither.
butter.
Neither. I love peanut butter so
Nutella.
much. Oh, Nutella. Nutella.
Nutella.
Cookie butter is delicious.
Oh, I have.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
cookie
That's
butter.
marshmallows, right?
No, it's cookies
Oh.
ground into butter. Like,
That's
no
nutritional value
joke.
whatsoever.
It is cookie butter. You spread it on bagels or cookies or whatever. It's delicious.
Oh, it's like a dessert turducken.
Okay. Any chance the currency exchange merchants can be tweaked?
Tweaked, sure.
Yes.
Yes, we'll
Yes.
tweak
They're
them.
talking about 125 marks of manners for frozen fragments is not fun. I changed the way that you worded that.
Yes, we can look at it. Absolutely, we can tweak it.
Are there plans of any servers merging?
No plans in the near future.
When will you make the other non-fiery magician conjurer pets more useful?
For what? Like, are they cooking you lunch? Running your errands? I don't. What does that mean?
Why
That's
are you all
opinion.
clean shaven today?
Vague questions get vague answers.
Who's clean shaven?
I
Kyle?
don't know. Yeah,
I'm like, there's no one here
I
that's
know.
clean shaven
I
today.
was like, this is a troll question for sure, but I wanted to ask it. Let's see. I will ask one more thing here. Will Chrono subscribers ever be able to be able to see transfer tokens on the marketplace rather than relying on like doing slash petitions or something like that?
Oh yes, I know it's something that the programmers are looking into. So it is something that we want to do. If it's a goal to make that work,
Yes.
But there are challenges in getting that to work. So it should happen.
All right.
But I
And
won't
that's
say it
it.
will
What's our
happen.
tally? What's our tally?
23.
There's supposed to be per, not how many they
That's
get.
it's a tie. High five, Kyle. 23 each.
It was a contest between them. Oh, okay. It's okay.
but
They answered 23 questions.
right
That's
that the
good.
players posed.
Out of, I don't know how many we asked, so.
We're doing good.
You got 23 questions answered. There you go. We're going to be moving over and checking out Deathtoll, which was one of the questions you guys were all asking about. When are you going to get to see it? Obviously, you're going to get to see it yourself, as Kyle said later. But right now, you're going to actually get to check it out. So what's going on over there, Jason?
Well, you're going to have to forgive me. This mouse has 15, 20-ish buttons on it. So if my controls are a little wonky, I'm not used to
what
mice
kind of
with-
mouse do you? What's your choice of mouse?
I actually use a standard Microsoft mouse, the most
what do you do
comfortable.
with your
I don't.
life?
Well, no, the thumb buttons. I definitely need to get one with thumb buttons because games are starting to get so complex.
Q2, for instance. You have like 30 million
Well,
buttons,
I use the
man.
keyboard for that.
He's old.
Lots of hotkeys and macroing things. So Fabled Deathtoll. You'll if you did any raiding during the Kingdom of Sky expansion, or if you were in a progression based guild and have gone back through here, this may be familiar to you, but a lot of people probably haven't seen it, at least not recently, and so we thought it would be really cool because it's a really it's a fun looking zone.
Visually quite distinctive.
There you go.
Yes.
You can have-
Yeah. No. It's a very cool zone. So I'm going to actually. There's lots of traps in here still. So I may fly over some things to sort of get around. So here's the entry room, if you remember it, and much of the zone looks like this.
Giant mouth.
I don't want to spoil too many things. We tried to keep the general sort of feel of the zone, and we initially started out with the idea that we were just going to make a kind of a higher level version of it and maybe give Terranax a few new tricks, the boss at the end. And then
I walked in on him doing some stuff.
yeah. Well, and so
got
then
some photos of it.
we
So if you want to see them, just follow our social networks, EverQuest 2 on everything.
Yes.
But on Twitter, it's EverQuest 2II
so
or EverQuest II.
so we started with that idea, and then I kind of let things get out of hand and started adding lots of abilities. And Kyle wanted a few of the bosses to be a bit more difficult, and we really did revamp a number of the boss fights in here. The standard zone looks much the same, but a lot of the boss fights have some really cool, unique new things. So I'll show off a couple of the little abilities
All right.
that we did. So we gave this
that
guy
one of it?
a new
He's, like,
skin
tripping.
because he was looking a little bit sad.
Dude, he looks cool.
Yeah, he's scary. This is
Can we have
actually
him as a mount?
that would be probably difficult. They look really strange when they fly. They do these little.
Oh,
Royalty
gotcha.
stuff on the
So I'm gonna actually attack him really
You know
quickly.
you're whispering, but we can
And
hear you.
during the fight, he ends up calling in a buddy of his over here who's going to summon me. I'm going to get away from him. And he's charging up, and you do not
Oh,
want
this
to
is the guy that I saw. This
in
is
the
one.
blast. Once he's charged up, he'll end up shooting.
Does he still have the same thing?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He shoots a giant beam and I got sunk by the boss because that happens. So now I'm in a rather sad
You're
state.
giving stuff away.
This will work a little bit. Well, that was actually one of this boss's original abilities, is that he would sync people and blur their vision. I know everyone hates blurred vision, but it is also curable. So you don't have to spend a lot of time with the sad blurred vision. So we'll calm him down now. Go back. Go away. Stop attacking me. Okay. So, oops. Goodness.
And when I saw him doing that, there were like 4 of those beams coming out at once. I was like, whoa.
Oh yeah, I
This
was
madness.
playing
He was messing
around with that.
them.
I just made the main beam bigger. So we'll do a quick little. If you'd seen Terranax before, he's a gigantic bone dragon. Here, I'm going to drop down to the ground, and we will come attack Terranax. I have one of these set up to do
Alone, no biggie.
that. All right.
Right. Survival,
By
definitely.
myself. I'm that good. And
Look
so
at this flex.
Terranax, I don't want to show off again too much of his stuff, but he's got a fairly impressive knockback that he does, which will throw you pretty much across the room if you're, standing in it. So you don't want to do that. And then at one point in the fight, and this is one of my all over the place. One of my favorite parts of the fights is he starts
Spawning
falling
naked,
up.
half-naked
Oh,
giants.
well, just wait. They're
Ah.
they're actually a lot worse than they initially look because they start exploding in a rather horrific fashion here, and there are quite a few of them. And now this probably isn't nearly as crazy with just one of me, but when there's a whole raid in here trying to stay out of the way of these things, it may get a little bit
But at least
hectic.
it's very obvious. Like you see
Yeah,
it,
no,
and
you
you
can-
know you need to get away.
Yeah, you can see me
I
take
think
a whole bunch
you've
of...
been in some raids where it's like, what is happening?
It's just-
Why am I
yeah.
supposed to even go to this?
No, I like to pay...
So what's the lore behind this, Nathan? Why are there... what's happening
Yeah,
with
where are
them?
these from, Nathan?
Give us some lore.
Jason's fabled mind. Did I say fabled? Yeah, I definitely didn't mean feebled. I meant fabled.
Alright, so... Go away, help.
Well, I would have you look at Tyrannax as being an undead dragon and look in that direction as far as his
What kind
power
of things he
over.
would summon?
Give
All
some
right.
people motion sickness here.
Is there any lore bits that you can tell us about the dragon or the dungeon?
I actually don't know too much of the lore from this. It was it's a bit before my time.
No, I actually understand because with our game being around, I mean, November we're going to be up on 10 years.
Yeah.
There's so much, and some of these dungeons when they were first released actually had just like very little ideas, like little concepts behind them, and then the designers just went crazy with their creativity. And so I'm trying to politely say that there might not have been very much lore when it was originally
for certain
established.
things,
Yeah, but it totally fit very well within the overall for that expansion. This is one that, if we were going to explore that story again, I would have to go back in, dig everything back up, and make sure that we connected all the dots.
So are those guys swimming in the air?
They're
or
they're
flying?
flying
Okay.
through the air. They'll actually knock you off this bridge if you're not
okay.
flying yourself, which I am, so that I don't get knocked off. But
Okay.
this zone actually contained. This was a 6-year-old expansion, so this was quite a long time ago. And I ran through the zone a lot and checked out all of the scripts and the special things they'd done, and it really was for the time, like with the tools that they were working with back then that were pretty limited, they
Quite
did a
impressive.
lot with this zone. It was already really neat. So we tried to keep as much of that in there as we
Spirit.
could. I touched a bunch of it up to try and make it function a little better with the newer tools we've gotten, and then obviously we added a bunch
surprises.
of neat stuff to the to the bosses. So hopefully people will enjoy doing this one. It's going to be difficult, but the first couple bosses won't be too bad.
Well,
And
you
after
gotta,
that-
get them in the door a
after
little
that.
bit.
Yeah.
Give some hints of what's to come.
Yeah, no, definitely. And so it'll have a little bit in there for
Did you
even
want to talk about the itemization?
Oh yeah, because that's pretty neat.
So the other thing with the Fabled Deathtoll is that this zone's going to be a much shorter lockout time. You'll be able to run this on a daily basis. It'll be an 18-hour lockout. And virtually everything that drops is salvageable. So there will be equipment that's salvageable, and there's going to be a lot of recipes and stuff. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that you're going to have to get a good amount of components to make, but you're going to be able to make some pretty cool stuff. Stuff that's upgrades to like the sparkling gem gear and other stuff like that.
People were talking about that.
So yeah, the initial drops, everything that they drop as far as items will all be salvageable, so you'll be able to blow them up and turn them into trade skill components, and there'll be recipe drops and other stuff like that, so you'll be able to make all kinds of cool stuff. We're also doing something really cool with weapons. All weapons are going to receive via Deathtoll, you'll get items that you can add what we call a new slot to weapons, and you'll be able to do that with all of the tiers of Vishan weapons, so heroic weapons, raid weapons. You'll be able to add basically a weapon damage multiplier slot to your weapons.
And this is a new slot that we've never
Yes,
had.
it's a new slot that they've never had before. It's cyan, the color, which it's kind of blue.
Kind of.
Blue.
Everyone knows the color cyan. It's like the most common color in every
Yeah,
video game
and
ever made.
there'll be recipes to make the adornments that go into those slots. We're also going to drop lesser cyan adornments in High Keep Contested. What else? There's some pretty cool stuff. It's a big loot pinata.
Yeah, that's what Holly likes to say. We would have heard Lou Pinata.
Well,
I think.
she stole it from me, so.
I think we would have heard it
But
like
she does
30 or
like
40
saying
more times. She does say it a lot.
Yeah.
And we're still seeing he's running through a bunch of stuff. Well, you guys aren't seeing it on the screen, but
I was just going to scare people with a giant
oh,
undead
when we're
evil
reading.
lady.
Sorry, I ruined it.
What's going on?
And Delmon, to
They're
answer
so
your
creepy.
question, it has the same amount of trash it had originally.
It's the trash will be relatively easy.
Yes,
though.
the
It's
trash
not-
is
I mean, people
lesser.
in today's gear are gonna just mow through it. I didn't do anything to give them a whole lot of like annoying and what was that?
Oh, that's no collision on mobs. Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, the trash looks pretty much the same, but I suspect today's guilds are gonna pull whole rooms and just
AoE them or
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, there's traps and things in there that could make some of that more difficult. I don't want to just tell people it'd be too easy and then have them.
Oh, he's got some hidden traps in there. So, does anyone else have any more questions regarding the death toll stuff? Any good ones that you're seeing in there? Or if you guys do, put them. Let us know. We have a little bit more time, unless you have more stuff you want to show us.
No, I don't want to give too much of the zone
Okay.
away. They got to
That's
see
what they
some
were really
kind of
concerned
cool.
about. They're like, I don't want to show off too much. I was like, well, you can show some cool stuff, and I think you definitely
Yeah.
have even some of the abilities.
got
Not
to
really
see
what
the
they
exploding
do.
grimaces. So.
Yes, those things. We're like, it's like I don't know how I feel about that.
We can finally get Kyle to do that soft shoe dance he was supposed to do last time.
Okay, what's that?
Yeah, a little soft shoe.
I forgot to wear my soft shoes.
Oh.
I forgot.
I only have my Doc Martens.
No dancing. He sang for you, though. Can we get the singing again?
No.
We need that on a soundbite later.
Yeah.
Any
Should
good
get that
questions,
on T-shirts actually. No.
Yeah.
Spider Bear.
Spider.
Yeah. No.
Oh,
Just no.
Just no.
Just no.
With a Spider Bear face.
Yeah.
Lucky Spider Bear face.
Yeah.
There you go. Someone make it, because I know you guys. No good questions.
There's a little delay, right? So the
Yeah,
questions
there's like
take a minute to
30-second
come in.
delay. They should have some questions in chat by now.
Yeah.
Unless that thing's delaying again. The notebook.
So far,
So far,
Did you have a
nothing.
few others?
no, there won't be any collection quests in Death Toll.
Good question.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. No collection quests at all? Nothing that, like, they should be able to pick up that lantern that was on the bridge and put it in their house.
There should be trash drops also, but I'm not sure what the trash drops are. I think they're armor in Death Toll.
Okay. Yeah, the ones that I had in here are, I don't think I have too many other ones. Someone said, any possibility we can have NPCs for our house that actually sit down?
Yes, the mannequins have both sit and chair sit, so you can have them sit down and
Sit on the floor or sit on an object
yeah.
that you've placed.
I mean, it'll take, like, getting yourself to sit in a chair will take some manipulation, because sometimes you need to tell them to sit just in the right spot. But yeah, they'll do it.
Let's see. People are saying, about roughly what time this month should we be expecting the NPCs for our home? This person's like really ridiculously excited about them, and they want blue dwarfs, Othmere, and redheaded humans. I don't know, they only like redheaded humans.
Yes.
well, Othmere we can't do because that's not a player race.
Okay.
I could probably, I'll take a look. I should be able to add the Coldane, but they
you
can't
can't
take
put clothes on them?
customizations.
No, you can't.
No
You can't.
Coldane, sorry.
The way that they were built.
Yep, you're right. Can't
Yeah.
do the Coldane.
Is there an Othmere plushie? that
Oh
people put in
yeah,
their
yeah.
house?
We've
I
got
think there
Othmere
are.
plushies.
Okay.
And,
Where are the best ways to get those?
there's a couple Coldane NPCs that you can put in your house as well, but I don't remember what they are. If they, I don't think they're plushies. I think that they're actually some sort of service NPC, like maybe a trade skill assistant or something.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because I remember I have an Othmere person in my house, but I don't know where
Yeah.
I got it from.
No.
I was like, I don't remember where I got
Couldn't
that.
tell you.
There's a lot of questions about X2 content.
Okay.
X2 content is really it's become really difficult for us to itemize because there's really no room for that kind of stuff. So we are experimenting, and also Death Toll is going to be a very large experiment with future, new itemization styles. So if Death Toll is popular and people like the idea of farming zones to make better stuff, we might do something with X2 content like that.
So
But
make it similar to that.
but right now we don't have any X2 content planned.
All right.
We may with the expansion.
Okay. So yeah, keep letting us know what you guys want and would like to see in that regard. And if you do enjoy Deathtoll when we plop that out here, I know we have everybody moving everywhere.
Sorry, I was off camera. I was feeling a little left out. Everyone else.
I meant Greg's going to have a rough time when we do our outro, which, it's about time for that thing. So I'm going to give everybody a second to kind of like say who you are, where people can find you at. If you don't remember your Twitter, it will be on the screen. And where people can send you guys feedback. So we'll start with Akil, who's like really far away.
No, yeah.
We'll start with the couch cam because they're already.
So Akil Hooper, I am the creative director, and you can, in theory, find me at Lindro EQ2 on Twitter. I don't Twitter a whole lot, but in theory,
we'll try to do some Twitter Q&As.
In theory, you could find me there. I get emails like Jason when I get messages, and I just don't do a whole lot with them. So yeah, you can find me there. That's who I am. Those are the things.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
Kyle Valee, lead designer.
Level 100 lead
EQ2 Candor, I think, is my Twitter handle. That's what it says.
And I've seen you tweet some stuff.
You can PM me on the forums. I answer PMs. I know that sounds crazy, but I do. So
it's good. Yeah, I was actually having a conversation with Kyle. I went over and chatted with him, and I was telling him how I answer all my PMs, but like I don't know where I should be sending stuff to. So a lot of times I'll copy paste some stuff that you guys send me either through like threads or stuff, and I'll email people. But he's like, you can just add me to them if they're PMs, and I was like, you answer your PMs? I was like, I don't have a lot of dev team members, and like, I used to work on PlanetSide 2 who would answer them. I would always have to copy paste and then like get the response, then respond. So that's my job. Yay.
It's easy for people to get that tunnel vision.
Yeah.
And
well, you guys, that's not part of your job to like answer PMs too. It's my job to like funnel you guys.
I think most of the dev team answers their PMs though on EQ2.
Yep. You get nothing.
There it is.
We'll start with you.
All right. So I'm Nathan McCall. I'm a senior game designer, and I don't have EQ2 in my Twitter handle. It's just Thiel.
Yeah, and they find you on the forums that way too.
Yeah, as Thiel. Yep, absolutely.
Pretty good about answering stuff. And
Jason Warner, game designer, Fireflight, and my Twitter's listed up there. I actually, like, if you really want to ask a question, probably the easiest way to get a hold of me is on the forums. I do check those, and I'll respond to everybody that sends me stuff, PMs and things on the forums. So
he said everyone.
Well,
now
unless you're really mean, and then I might not respond. I'll be in the corner crying.
And actually that's a good thing. Like when you guys give feedback, when you're stating something like, hey, I don't like this, well, that doesn't help us. If you say, hey, I haven't been enjoying this because X, Y, and Z. If you did D and S, that would help me, and that helps us a lot more than just being like, I hate you, and this.
So you don't have to be nice, but be constructive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be constructive and mean.
And that goes for the in-game /bug reports and /feedback as well.
Or QA reading them and going like, what?
Not QA. Kyle and Nathan.
Oh, you guys are reading them?
Yeah, the team goes through them every day, every single one of them.
Because I know in PlanetSide 2 we actually have QA that does that.
And they're like, this person sent the exact same report in 17 times in a row, and they did it in all caps.
Actually, I'll actually go in game and talk to people who have done /reports.
Why would you say that?
Okay, so
you heard it here.
I've surprised many people.
Oh man, I've jumped into game 2 when I've like been trying to figure out something, or someone wrote something on the forums. I'm like, I wonder if they're in game right now, and they are. And so it's a nice surprise for players. I think they like that when
and you get that added information.
Yeah. And I'm Margaret LaPerza-Crone. I'm your community manager, if you didn't know. I've recently moved to the team about, a couple months, 3 months now. It's been a while. I've been here for a little bit. You should be used to me by now. You can find me on the forums always, LaPerza. I will answer everything. I try my best to. And you can also follow me at Perfect Storm. It's my personal Twitter. And follow us at EverQuest 2. EverQuest II is on Twitter, and everything else you can find us EverQuest 2. I'm still trying to get that Twitter handle. That person's not responding to me. Someday. They've used it like within 6 months, so I can't take it from them. They have to use it like maybe in another 6 months I can take it.
They'll use it once again in another 6 months just to make sure you don't.
No. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed this episode of EverQuest 2 Insider. We will have another one next month. We're trying to do these once a month at the beginning of the month, the first Wednesday, unless there's something mad, like crazy happening. I think actually we will be doing it the second Wednesday of next month because we have 4th of July.
Oh, does it falling in?
Yeah, I think it's like no one wants to. They want to be like hanging out with their families. They don't want to be here. I'm sorry. Yeah, and we're going to be doing another thing. I talked to Kyle, and he wants to do kind of like a Q&A. So not next Wednesday, the Wednesday after that, we will be doing a 32-hour just Q&A. We will be sitting down, not here, not as
32 hour?
30 minutes to an hour.
Oh, okay.
30 minutes to an hour.
God, 32 hours.
We're not going to be sitting
I will
here.
not be there.
It will be low production. It'll be just like 4 of us. I think Nathan will be there too, and he'll be repping the lore
It's
stuff.
gonna be
Michael Gans.
varied who's there.
Yeah,
so.
it'll be like 3 or 4 people depending on every episode. But we're just going to try to do that once a month, and you guys can just come and hang out with us, chat, and we'll answer as many questions as we can. And we'll upload that to YouTube afterwards for those who can't make it. And so we hope that you guys enjoy it, and we will see you next time. Toodaloos. Bye.